Pa 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 pa. E. No ads scheduled. Alright, there we go. Copy. Come on. I think my computer is struggling because of the heat. My poor computer is in heat. There, it's just overheating. One of the two, I can't remember. Going live. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Excuse me. Tell me, chat, when did you last let your heart decide? Give me a second, I'm just posting my logs. It's too fucking hot. I think my brain is melting. At YouTube notifications. Boom, there we go. I almost put tuna inside of my energy water. Which would have been really funny. I mean, realistically, I would have just wasted both energy water and tuna. Alright, so there's a couple things we've got to be doing. Those are my axes. First big one. Gotta make more fire clay. Whip. I need more inventory space, but that's like a later issue. Set this down. Stack those up. I'll need to make another one, but that's like a later issue. There's my quern. Hello there, shark fiend. How are you doing, shark fin Zave? Me, I'm dying. It was like 36 degrees Celsius earlier, and I'm not a fan of anything over 10. Alright, if I've got enough fire clay for it, I'm going to make 24 more fire clay bricks, and then I'm definitely going to make an oven. I need the oven. Sitting in front of the aircon, that's good. I'm a broke American, unfortunately, so we can't afford to run the aircon as cold as I would like to. Peony head Kikitos. There we go. Well, my headphones are not sound cancelling. They do completely cover my ears, so it makes it difficult to hear what I'm saying. You don't need to be able to hear yourself speak, but it definitely helps. For stuff like enunciation and volume control. Why is it so fucking hot? Almost done. I do not have wings. I'd imagine that feathers will there insulate too well, so you wouldn't want to have feathers when the weather is like this. Alright, it's going to come down here. One of these is bound to contain a bunch of fire clay. Or well, that's what I was looking for, but yes. There we go. I need to get more red clay. But for the meantime, I would say that yes, this is more than enough to make 24 fire clay. Start putting my seeds in here. It's not where they go either, but I don't have seed storage yet. Seed storage is on the to-do list. Anyway, we gotta get Shark Fin playing Vintage Story. It's a good game. More people should play it. Alright, that's 10 bricks. It's 24 bricks. It's not all my fire clay, is it? Cannot afford. Have you considered selling feet picks? They need not necessarily be your own feet picks. In this economy, you can't have to sell feet picks to survive. As I litter around my own house. Alright. I'm going to want to get these started sooner than later, but... there we go. I don't have any grass because I've been feeding my birds. Or not my birds, my goats. I am the bird. Speaking of goats, I saw a bunch of them over here, and I would like to try to get them near my other goats. Assuming they're not gone. But also, and if you didn't catch the last stream, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about, I did find the random kid. Kid being a baby goat. And I managed to corral it in with the mother. Oh yeah, that's a lot of goats. They will follow each other around. If I can get them all in one place. Just have to chase them roughly this direction. What the hell was that? That was a deer. Not my greatest concern. I'm just trying to get the goats over that way-ish. Nope. Not trying to scare you the opposite direction, little guy. It's taking a lot of my satiety, unfortunately. Go, goats, go! Alright. My goat hole is actually not even open for them right now, which is a hell of a sentence. But once they're in the area, I can open it up. Sorry, ladies, my goat hole is closed. Right. I actually do think that's all of them. I think there was a kid that randomly scared the other direction. But finding lost kids that might or might not be responsible for separating from their parents is a talent of mine. First of all, get away from this large hole, because you will get hurt if you jump in. Second of all, go towards the goat hole. What up? Okay. Goats are in the vicinity of the goat hole. I don't actually want chickens in there. Alright, let's go ahead and open this up. I'll open up this side, since that is primarily where the goats have been chased to. Relax, goats. You'll be with your own kind shortly. Oh, also I swapped out part of this goat hole with a gate instead of fences. I thought the goats would get damaged by hail, because the hail was damaging me. Fortunately, goats are not weak to hail, apparently. Alright. But watch me not only fail to catch these goats, but in the 5 minutes that I've got the goat hole open, fucking panda bear or something gets in. You've escaped ads? Fuck yeah. You've missed me say a bunch of weird shit, unfortunately. Like, sorry ladies, my goat hole is closed. There is context, but since you were stuck in ads, you're not going to get it. But it's a bit of a teaser. Alright. Come on, you crazy kids, towards the goat hole. Oh, one goat in the goat hole. It does look like the other one followed it in, so they were probably a mated pair. But it's kind of funny, if you can get half of the mated pair into the hole, the other one just kind of jumps in willingly. Alright, you crazy kids. Oh, good. The kid is actually still with them. I was worried I accidentally separated another family. Come on, kids. Need you to get into the goat hole. Whoa. Razors, lasers, race cars, aeroplanes. Life's a goat hole. As soon as I've chased all these goats into this hole, I can go back to what I was doing. I need to make a mud rake. For reasons that will be obvious shortly. Actually, making the mud rake right now is a terrible idea. I just want to do it. Alright, they're in prime position to get hold. Or not, they're walking the wrong way. Okay, you crazy kids, into the hole. Excellent. Now that one should just willingly jump into the hole. Unless they're not bonded. They might not be bonded. It's not going towards the hole. Yes, you were probably stuck in ad hell, but I brought up possibly selling feet pics. They need not necessarily be your own. Every time somebody's like, oh, I can't afford something, I'm like, have you tried selling pictures of strangers' feet online? There is a market for it. Yes, no, yes. Fuck yeah, get in the hole. That's my ladder, was my fence. Boom. It's a lot of goats in one hole. Oh no, there is only one kid in there. Or I'm having trouble seeing it, because how quickly they're moving around. So I reunited one family, but I might have just separated another one. It happens when you're chasing goats into holes. Let's go eat some food so I don't start starving. I'll do another sweep looking for goats. Well, ask this guy how much he's willing to pay for feet pics. I'm not saying you should do it. But I am saying that Vintage Story is only like $24 US. So just charge $12 a foot, and then send a picture of both feet. Boom. Alright. Yeah, I know, I get it, I'm starving. Put those down. Gotta go. Shut up, starve. Slower, quieter. Hello there, Acronite. Oh, Acronite's aware. When she said she couldn't afford Vintage Story, I'm like, well, if you wait a couple of years, you can sell feet pics. Or could just sell somebody else's feet pics. Yeah, you've not missed a whole lot so far. I'm just chasing goats into a hole, again. And trying to convince Sharkfin to play Vintage Story. I would just buy it for him, but I just bought Vintage Story for Petlo. Alright. I see how it is, Acronite. Have fun with whatever you're doing. I'll be here, chasing goats into my goat hole. Those are all deer. I might have actually gotten all of the goats into my goat hole. Which is odd, because I swear one of them was a kid. I must have aged up. Nope. I mean, that one's another adult. Don't run that way. The other goats are this way, goat. Actually, I should probably find out. Are you male or female? Because I don't need more males. Oh, you are female. Alright, get in the goat hole. I need somebody to join me in this Let's Play, the same way I've got Hoopa playing with me in the other one. Although that one was started as a multiplayer thing. This one I just need somebody to use the XP player model, so it's like I'm playing Casualties Unknown. Would you be careful? Alright. Wait, I'm gonna open the hole. I'm gonna have to get all these goats out of the hole at some point, which I'm not looking forward to. Also watch one bolt of lightning just kill all my goats. The adults will survive a single bolt of lightning, but the children certainly won't. Ow, fucking stop throwing rocks at me. I'm doing important goat hole shit. Hey, damn it. Goat got stuck on that tree. And that's running the wrong way. No! Goat, come back! Excellent. I probably should consider trapping chickens soon. Especially if I plan on making food with eggs. No, goat! You were supposed to run into the hole. Whoop. For those who've never played or seen Vintage Story before, this is exactly what this game is about. Just chasing goats around in a field while it rains. This is why everybody insists that this game is a Minecraft killer. Peak gameplay. It's a lot of fucking goats. I'm trying to jump on the fence. Whoops. Yes. My goat hole. Alright. Now let's make that mud rake. There was something else I wanted to make, but I already forgot what it is. So unless it comes to me... prospecting pick. That's what I wanted to make. It is a good thing that came to me. Oh, also I should fix the, or not fix, but start making those fire clay bricks. Alright. I'm just gonna grab some charcoal. Smack that in there. Uh-oh. Oh, my torch is down here. Yoink. Perfect. What am I doing? Bunch of stuff I am doing. I'm not doing anything efficiently, that was the issue. Alright, could put these there. Rift activity is medium, not calm, unfortunately. So the fire clay bricks can wait. Let's go ahead and put these in here. Might as well put those in there as well. I'm going to make the oven, it's just not a high priority. Excellent. How are you doing? Mostly broken, but fine, relatively. Let's get these heated up. Excellent. Put this back. Grab you. Grab you. Grab you. I just did something with my sticks. Assuming I had sticks. I think I put them down here. Nope. And yes. It's too hot. No. One moment, let me go ahead and come in here. Oops, caps lock is on, what? There we go. Are these humane conditions? Asking the real questions. Alright. Yoink. This one's going to be the mud rake, which I've never made before. It doesn't look that complicated. It looks about what I would expect from a mud rake. Yeah. No, and further than I wanted it to. Not very good for my hammer. But ultimately, they're not going to slow me down any. Can't break you. Gotta be careful breaking shit at this point. What an odd design. Alright, place it on the floor. Somewhere I'm not going to step on it, which is nowhere currently. There we go. Leave that there to cool. Prospecting pick is pretty easy. Scythe would be nice. That's what I'm making right now. Here we go, prospecting pick. And there goes my hammer. Pop, 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 pop. You can do some weird stuff while metalworking in this game. If you have two pieces of metal, like single pixels rather, or not pixels, but voxels, side by side, you can do this really funny thing where you chase it. So like the voxel is just moving across space. Where? Alright. Probably should make a scythe, but that sounds like something that I should hold off on doing until I've got the tools. Perhaps iron will be good for scythe making. I'm gonna have to kill a bear, and the only bear I've seen in the area are pandas. I do not know that I could get away with killing a panda, even if it is for the name of progress. I mean, even if I've got no personal issue with killing a panda. And I do. Would the internet ever let me get over that? Or outlive that? I think not. Hello, anything down here? Doesn't look like it. Alright. How long are my fish fresh for? 2 more days. Probably go ahead and turn that to stink bait and catch more fish. Although this rake thing here is for the purpose of getting fish. Or not fish, but it's called premium fish. Premium. Fish fillet. Which I can use for pot pies. Oh. Apparently some fish. Premium fish fillet. Oh, what? Alright, so some fish give me premium fish. I, for some reason, thought it only came from clams. Which I was about to argue doesn't make sense. Oh, I've got 6 up here. I don't know what I'm doing. Other than losing my mind. Sun's not quite out yet. Alright. Sticks. Copper mud rake made. Prospecting pick made. Expanded foods. Whoop. No. Look at all those goats. Rift activity is medium, so I should be totally fine to come out here and explore. I'm just going to show off the mud rake. I don't currently need a lot of premium fish. Let's find a pond that's further away from my house. Because until I get around to fixing it, it is going to make my house a little bit ugly for a bit. Or it's going to make the lake a little bit ugly for a bit. But yeah, you just find muddy gravel, like so. And you break it with this. You get some shells that don't contain clams. But you can get clams. And so the better the material you make the rake out of, the better your chance of getting good shit. I'll just do this small patch. I don't need that much fish. I do need the shells, though. For those of you who are new-ish to Vintage Story, you can get lime, which you need to make leather, by grinding up the shells. So this is not a bad way to get that. Clam seafoam. Interesting. Do the clams not go bad? It's a bit unrealistic. But also, like, something that's in my favor. No, I don't want to put that centered. There we go. Ooh, Venus comb. That's a nice shell. Scallop plain. Does this one have a knife? Crush with stone or hammer? Huh. Oh, that's going to require some further testing. It's been a while since I've fucked around with this. Let's see here. Put this down. It does indeed say to crush it with a stone or hammer. I'll see if the scallops contain meat. I don't think they do. Actually, I can check now. Scallop, seafoam. No. But yeah, you can either cook it to turn it into lime, or you can grind it into lime, at which point you get two. So I'm not entirely sure anybody would ever do that. Maybe there is like a valid reason for it. I don't know, I'd have to ask. Anyway, if I come up back here to my house. Believe it, I need a knife, which I have. Fantastic. But I'm gonna put that on the wall. This clam, which does not go bad. Do I have to smash it with a rock? No, whoops. Crushed shell, which fires into lime. Alright, so that was a waste of a clam. I'm kind of curious as to how I've done this before. Hello there. How are you doing, Alice Jackson? Ignore that I am forgetting how this mod works. Clam. Live clam up. Right-click with a knife to check for meat and shell. Do I have any live clams, or do I just have shells? I do, I've got live clams. Alright, I'm being stupid. Which is not new. I'm alright-ish. It's like 7,000 degrees Celsius, which is not ideal. Actually, do live clams go bad? No. So I could, in theory, hold on to live clam indefinitely. Oh yeah, I've been playing Vintage Story since 2023. Sweet new shell. Only got 7 premium fish fillets from that. Which is unsurprising. Cinnamon. I don't know why I'm putting all of my shells in here. Clam. Dark purple. Oh, it's a ton of fun. I'm currently playing with a bunch of mods. But unlike Minecraft, I do enjoy this game, even without the mods. Alright, I need more live clams. I suppose I don't. Fresh for 2 days. 60 satiety. Fish is 50, so it is slightly better. I would like enough to make a good stew. Although this is currently still full. How many are in there? 2 servings? Yeah, it's too many. I've got 1 bowl. And I think there is another bowl out here. I don't know, I'll get the clams first. I really should do something with the fish I've already got. But food isn't an issue, and we're all learning things together. But learning is a lot of fun. Alright. Okay, I'm seeing live clams in here. Excellent. I'm going to want to collect these shells as well, but there's such a large variety of them that ain't nobody got space for that. But my focus will remain on the live ones for now. Have you ever played Vintage Story, Alice Jackson? Excellent. More live clams. I think 24 would be a good amount. But I mean, that's what I need for a full. How many premium fish fillets do I already have? I think 7. No. Excellent. More live clams. Alright. Alright, that's more than enough. I don't want any of these shells to despawn since I need them for lime. Almost completely broke my rake, actually. So iron is probably going to be a better tool to make a mud rake out of. But I'm mostly just curious as to how good this soup's going to be, or stew. Hopefully in future, there will be compatibility between expanded foods and seafarer. There we go. Oh, I thought for sure that would be leaned up against the wall, but whatever. I need that other bowl. I'll go grab that real fast. It is kind of neat that clams don't go bad. Perhaps a tiny bit unrealistic as well. Hello there, Cyan. Welcome in, welcome in. It is currently 4:30 in the morning for me. Other than the fact that it's like 1,000 degrees, everything's alright. Just showing off the live clams. Seems like the kind of thing that would get you banned off of Twitch, but it's alright. Okay, I gotta get back to my house. I also need to make more stink bait, so that I can fish. Might be a good idea to make some crocs, since food preservation. I don't necessarily need it to prepare for the winter, but might be cool to be able to make food in bulk. And then just kind of hold on to it for when I'm too lazy to cook. And call that meal prep. Grab the other bowl. Offload all of my shells. Start a fish, start a fish. I might have enough shells to make a full barrel of lime. I guess I do have a bunch of goats. I wasn't planning on killing them for their leather. Or meat. But I will eventually have to cull the herd. So being able to make leather out of it is probably a good use. Whoop. It was 36 degrees yesterday, and today is expected to be even hotter somehow. I'm not a fan of anything over 10 Celsius. 36 is excessive. To be fair, where I live in California is like surrounded by desert. Where? I'm in the valley though, so you would think it would be cooler. But apparently you'd think wrong. Alright. I was going to put all my shells away. One bowl. Oh, shit. 2 bowls. Excellent. I do think that premium fish is going to be more the kind of thing that I hold on to for pie. We'll create 6 servings of hefty meat ingredient stew, primary premium stew. Delicious. Your internet, it's not working well? Unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. I've got Comcast, so I understand your pain. Welcome back. I was asking if you yourself play Vintage Story. It is a lot of fun, so if you're watching other people play it to see if it's the kind of thing you would be interested in, it gets my seal of approval. Love this game. Gross. I don't know where my phone is, but it is weirdly hot for 4 in the morning. Come on, Stu, I just wish to see how good you are. Might even need more firewood. But for me, it is currently 4:34 in the morning. I live on the west coast of the US. I'm just nocturnal, so I'll be going to bed in like 3-ish hours. Work all night and sleep all day. Let's fucking go. But it would be nice if I could party all night and then sleep all day, but I am an old person with a job. How's my shade house doing? Also, Cyan, if you're still here, check out the shade house. I don't get any credit for it looking good, but it's working. I'm also in California. But there are worse places to live than Cali, but I would like to live anywhere else but the US. Oh, I'm not even a night owl. I'm just completely nocturnal. I work at night because that's when I'm awake. How the fuck is this not done? There was something I was going to do. I guess I can prospect. Let's go ahead and burrow. The dirt here is really deep. I don't know where Frex lives. I would like to live in Tampere, Finland. That is my ideal. Oh, fuck. Alright, let's dig up slightly. And then prospect. I'm a variety streamer. I play a lot of Vintage Story. But I also play Voices of the Void. I'm waiting for Deltarune Chapter 5. I started, and then haven't touched in a while, Subnautica, the first one. Alright, roughly 3 blocks. That should do it, actually. Oh, I didn't think about this. With what I've got chat, I can't even actually see what's in the area. Ultra high something, though. Uh-oh. Did my computer crash? No, it's just being a pain in the ass. Alright, computer, what's going on? One moment, my PC is struggling. Probably because it's 7,000 degrees. I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's a nickel. I mean, that's useless to me. But decent cassiterite is promising. Here we go. Let me get chat back where I can see it. Other than that hiccup, my computer does seem to be running correctly again. I've not played Subnautica 2. That's why I started playing the first one, is so that I could get around to playing the second. But I ended up playing Valheim multiple times with a buddy. It's so hard to schedule multiplayer that I'll usually cancel plans to do multiplayer. And then I just kind of haven't picked it back up since. It's on the to-do list. Alright, one moment. I was just looking at stuff on the community Discord. Not my community Discord, the Vintage Story one. I shared a picture of my goat hole and asked if it seemed... Oh, thank you for the follow! Asked if my goat hole seemed inhumane. If I come over here to the goat hole... Got quite a few goats in here. Only some of them have been fed, because 5 of those were only just chased in. I'm going to build them a proper barn, it's just not very high on the priorities list. I will keep feeding them, though, because I won't be able to milk them until, like, Generation 3. Oh yeah, decent cassiterite is promising. I'll keep looking around, because if I can make bronze, I can start collecting ebony. Any lore? Kind of. My model is really just more of a mascot. If I make a custom character, I'm probably going to make a Satu Poetica. And this just happens to be the one that I was using for modded RimWorld. I did play modded Starbound, but Starbound kind of sucks. It gets a lot of credit for being where Avali came from, except that's not true. Avali originated in Spore. Pick that back up. You know, instead of putting it on the ground, let's put it in here. Excellent. I didn't make the model. It's an original character. How good is this? Protein. It's somehow worse than the other one, despite having better ingredients. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's not worse than the other one. I must be hallucinating. The model was made by Zillusion. The live 2D VTuber model. The species was made by somebody named, well, they go by Kutsune now. At the time, they went by Ryujin Zero. What else? I guess that's about it. Avali don't usually use magic. Mine is a necromancer, because they don't come from Starbound. Came from modded RimWorld. And in modded RimWorld, I made my character a necromancer. And then it just kind of stuck. Amaranth. I should keep prospecting. I should also start my fire clay. There's too much to do. Trying to get Shark Fin to buy this game, and then come do my chores for me. I could even force him to play as a skeleton. They don't need to eat, which makes them really good, like, workhorses. Oh yeah, so my VTuber model is also what I'm playing as. It's hard to see because I decided to show it off while I was in a hole. But I'm playing as the same creature. The model was technically made by somebody who I do not know. But I'm in contact with the person who made the Vintage Story version. And is currently making a new Vintage Story version, since they had a falling out with the person who made this one. Internet drama is wild. Indeed. I don't consider them a persona, but as a mascot, the Avali is definitely the most marketable creature I've got. Most of the Satu Poeticas are humans. The VTuber model was a gift. Out of respect, I didn't look up how much my sister paid for it. Ultra high. Oh, poor cassiterite, I'm going the wrong way. But my guess is not cheap. You could probably find where my sister got it on Zillusion's coffee page. As it was a birthday present, I decided not to look it up. Actually, no, it wasn't a birthday present. It was a combined Christmas birthday present. But my sister, despite the fact that neither of us really celebrate Christmas, does like to spend way too much money. One year she got me these mushroom magnets. And I love them, don't get me wrong. But I found out that they cost $78. And it's like, oh, I love these magnets, but like, don't spend that much money on really anything. But I've been streaming for years, and my sister recently started streaming. She is also a live 2D VTuber. Whatever you would call it, person. I guess just live 2D streamer. But boom. Alright, I can't read that. Poor Cassiterite. Oh no, it's just saying I need another sample. I should really put chat somewhere else. But it's pretty established though. I can move where chat is, but not easily. Alright, ultra high, whatever. Poor Cassiterite. Okay, I'm thinking that where I first prospected might be my best bet. And it's not a very good bet. I'll keep looking around. To be fair, this isn't usually how you'd prospect. I can try going north. Decent is not great. But as far as Cassiterite goes, decent is actually pretty high. So in Vintage Story, to make progress really, you have to find better resources. And so what I'm doing right now, since I've got access to copper, is I'm looking for a source of tin. So that I can make tin bronze, which is the next good metal type. Decent Cassiterite. I'll dig down here. As soon as you have tin bronze, what you want to do is you want to find magnetite or hematite. Really any source of iron. You can make steel in this game. I never fucking bother. I mean, I never bother. Making steel is hard. And when all you use is kitchen tools, iron is plenty. Ba-da-ba-bo. Haven't got panels. I'm actually not entirely sure how to set up panels. I was looking into it. And then I forgot. And then, that's that entire story. I'm a tiny bit stupid. Or I'm a lot bit stupid, but I've also got ADHD. I would like to add panels, I just don't know how. And then I failed to look into them. Poor Cassiterite, what is it? The Cassiterite is probably just all down here, I guess. I'll make a copper pickaxe. Probably make some food for the road. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look at what other people are doing with their panels. As an NB, it is pretty important that people know not to use he, him, or whatever pronouns. So that's probably something important enough to put in a panel. That's some good fucking stew. But I can't currently afford to commission anything. My buddy Hoopa, who I'm hoping raids me, is working on art of Maya Valley. But he also has ADHD, so he's taking his sweet time, which is fair. But it's like I would like to have that finished before Pride Month is over. I'm not going to rush him, but I will have to remind him from time to time. Alright. Let's go and light this up. Excellent. Grab my tongs. I need more inventory space. Why do I never have any pocket space? Alright. I appreciate the offer, Maybe if you hang out more often, seem like an actual person. I'm not accusing you of being a scam artist. But unfortunately, this is a common grift. People will show up, start talking to streamers. It's like, oh, I'd love to show you my work. And then it's just a whole bunch of AI-generated slop. Like I said, I'm not accusing you of doing that. But I'm saying that it is a common occurrence. I should have a hammer. Yoink. How much is left on my pickaxe? Not a lot. Put that back. I made another pickaxe, right? What are my regulars? They could tell me what I did with it. Acronite, come back. Where did I put my pickaxe? But I'm not entirely sure I could trust Hoopa for my panel commissions, though. No, whoops. Alright, let's go and bring this down. Well, yeah, like I said, I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just saying that it is smart to be cautious. Excellent. I don't have any water. Oh, fuck. That's not water. That embarrassing moment where you throw, like, molten hot metal onto a pile of charcoal. I don't have an Instagram. Do you have a Blue Sky? Could probably check it out there. What? You don't always need to have an Instagram to look at other people's pages. But sometimes it does. Or, I'm just too old to understand how the internet works. A buddy of mine keeps trying to send me memes through Instagram. A streamer named Wolf Gaming. Alright, and I'll have to write that down, check it out. Notepad. Notepad plus plus. Oh, that's my stats JSON. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Alright. Wolf Gaming panels. Let me just misspell Jackson somehow. Alright. I would like to find out what I did with my other pickaxe. He was expecting me to physically write it. Do you know how bad my handwriting is? I can type fast as hell, or I used to be able to. Oh, there's my other fucking pickaxe head. I'll probably need it, but I wish that I would have seen that there sooner. Let's go and pick you up. Yoink. Alright, bunch of shit on me I don't need. And put that in there. Probably hold on to my ladders. As long as you bring dirt, though, I don't need ladders. Put those away. Low fertility soil. Bring a couple stacks of that. Put away the shells. My tomatoes are only fresh for 5 days, which seems like a long time for tomatoes. No, I just put down Alice Jackson. Just as a reminder of who recommended I check it out. I'm sure that Wolf Gaming, or whoever, could be Wolf Gammon, I suppose. But I'm sure that they've got credits somewhere, so I can follow that lead. Rift activity is medium. I don't need my hammer on me, so let's put that away. Probably better. Alright, have a good one, Cyan. I'll be here for another, like, 2 hours, maybe longer. It could be a short stream since it's so hot, but for the meantime, I'm here. Alright, don't need my bucket. Can't put my bucket there. I'll keep it in here. Alright, don't need firewood. Rocks I'm going to end up with a lot of anyway. Medium fertility soil, terracotta. Can put this shit away. Fantastic. No room. That's not storage. There we go. All right. We're going underground. What the hell is that? Oh, hello there, Hoopa. How was your Voices of the Void stream? Also, welcome in, Raiders. I am Satu. I go by Satu. Storyteller WMD. I go by Satu. It's short for Satu Sepa, which means storyteller. Not that interesting. I try to stream every day. I've got horrible ADHD. And it's too fucking hot. I will appreciate anybody who does decide to stick around, but for those of you who do need to take care of yourself, definitely do that first. Go get some water, take a break, rest your eyes. Staring at a screen for too long can give you headaches. Also, Hoopa, do we know when Voices of the Void is getting a multiplayer mod? From what I heard, it was being worked on again. So it would be cool to see that. Are you a full serving? 5 days. You're half a serving. Are you a full serving? You are much less than a full serving. Gonna finish that off, and I'll just take one of these with me. Don't know. Unfortunate. I do think that Voices of the Void multiplayer is going to be like sandbox mode only. We could probably still make fun with it. I think that story mode is the most interesting thing Voices of the Void's got going on, but it might be difficult to track a rival reputation separately. Alright. What the hell is that? Anyway, I'm on a quest for Cassiterite. I can't find better than decent, well, prospecting. So I'm just gonna have to hope I can find it. Making pretty decent progress. Alright. Gonna randomly check south to north. 2. Probably just go out 2. 3 would be smarter, but it's got a wide range. Large amounts of quartz, which is not what I'm looking for. Chat is in a really bad spot for me to be doing this. But moving it would be a pain in the ass. So it stays. Oh, native golden quartz. It's not a bad find. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm also not a big fan of gold. Did you ever find the fire tank, Hoopa? Oh, good. There's quartz in the way of my hole. I'm going to have to go around it. Alright. It's probably just a single gap. Got killed in under a day. The Arirals probably got to it before you could. If nothing else, the Arirals are efficient killers. Can I get a gap in the quartz, please? Come on, I just need to dig down. Probably a large fucking disc. We'll see if this is actually a gap. Probably not. Almost certainly. Just more quartz down there. Oh, sweet. It is an actual gap. Oh, there goes my pickaxe. But it's fine. There I go. The hell was that? I just heard what sounded like a sniffer for Minecraft. Oh, Olivine. I don't particularly care to, but in the future I could make a green lantern. Green lanterns. I could do that too. I meant green glass. I'm a little bit tired. My brain don't work. Olives. Just olivine. I'll go this way as well, but it's probably just going to find olivine. Olives do grow near where I'm living. We'll eventually have to go south in our shared save. Yep, just olivine. I'm going to find ourselves some spurge trees. Peanuts are always good to have. Just a lot to do. We'll also have to try to get Petlu on board. Prospecting is not the most interesting thing I could be doing with my time. No ore detected. This is a necessary evil, though. If I can upgrade to bronze, I can start the search for iron. Or waste all of my bronze. Already got paint on the keyboard? Oof. Well, try not to do that. It is still fun having you just hang out, though. Like parallel play. You work on the birthday present. I'll work on not finding tin. I'm finding tin. We'll find it. Let's go a little bit further down. Alright, now we'll dig outwards. 2. 3. I'm pretty deep underground and my gear is stable. No ore found. Picked a pretty nice place to live. I'm far enough south that I don't need to farm underground, but if I did, this would be a good place to do it. No ore nodes found. Just keep digging. What can you do? You dig. Dig. I wonder where shark fin is. I'm going to go get snacks and then just vanished. I think I hear rapid moving water down here. Oh, bismuth. I didn't even know there was bismuth in the area. Trace amounts. If I can get my hands on zinc, I can make bismuth bronze. Which is not what I want to do, but it's an option. Cassiterite. It's convenient because you just need it. No ore nodes nearby. I kind of want to dig towards the rushing water, but sounds like a pretty good way to get killed by things. Stuff and things. Nope. You can already hear a monster. Damn. I'm like really deep. And my gear is not moving. Do you know how hard it is to find a really stable place like this on purpose? I just happened upon it. More bismuthinite. Which I might have to do. Maybe get enough bismuth and zinc to make a bronze axe. Seems like a waste, but I could really use a lot of bismuth, apparently, in both directions. Could use it to get rid of the ebony trees. Or not get rid of, necessarily. I could harvest them. And then make the boat that I would like to make. Alright. Alright, dig out. Why can't I have the luck that I did in our shared save, where I just kind of stumble upon the ore? Repeatedly, I was just dropping down on top of the stuff we were looking for. Alright. No ore. Kind of curious as to how far down I can go before my temporal stability does start draining. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, fuck you, quartz. A bismuth bronze pickaxe would be useful for the quartz as well. I hear a shiver, probably like a deep shiver. Out of curiosity, it's a lot of quartz. I wonder how much zinc you would use for 2 bismuth bronze pick, like a pick and a... Hello. I've got keep inventory on. I shouldn't go down there, but I kind of want to. I don't have a weapon, but let's look around. As I saw blade locusts, they do a ton of damage. Oh, that's nickel. I got excited. Don't get me wrong, nickel is cool. Can make Cupro nickel, which isn't useful for a whole lot. At this point, unless I just stumble upon the tin, which I'm probably not going to do, there's no point in hanging out down here. It would be cool to get out of here without dying. Wait. Okay, never mind. Now, oh, damn. What killed me? Nightmare Bowthorn. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, let's start heading back. I'm going to have to dig down somewhere else. I'm kind of also curious as to how much zinc I need for just the 2 picks. Or the 1 pick and the 1 axe. Because I'm not going to want to make an anvil out of bismuth bronze. Would be ugly as hell. And inevitably just something that I would not want to have around. I could probably collect corn while I'm out here. But corn, of course, also doesn't have a sound. We'll just look at that corn, fresh for 90 days. Oh, corn is not very good, but it is a staple grain. I'm more interested in the seed. Oh, hello there. Is that Diesel? I guess Hoopa did answer my question. Welcome in, Diesel. You missed me dying in 1 shot, so it wasn't that interesting. I was looking for tin. No such luck. But what can you do? I guess not die to a nightmare Bowthorn? It's a pretty tall ask, though. How have you been, Diesel? Oh, red clay. I would probably stop to collect blue clay. I'm currently just doing a disgraceful run back to my corpse. Oh, you did see? Alright. No, I'm not even a fan of the monsters in this game. Combat is unfun and clunky. Although there are mods that address that slightly. But I just want to vibe. I just want to grow my silly crops and cook my silly foods. And I'm stuck. Ooh, sycamore. Boom. I guess I could keep my eyes open for surface tin. It's a thing. The odds of finding it are really low. But it exists. Probably not going to find it at night, though. Sycamore. Lots of sticks. Surface tin. Where is surface tin? If we manifest surface tin, we'll probably find it. Just think surface tin thoughts. Oh, limestone. Sweet. I think I knew that I spawned near limestone. Limestone all around here. Save it. Woke up at an unreasonable hour. My condolences. I do think that reasonable is up for debate. Oak logs. I don't know why, but when I'm walking through a large forest like this, I just want to set it on fire. It's not a good idea. But it's something I'm strangely compelled to do. I could be collecting soybeans this entire time. My run back will be worth something. Oh, it's a raccoon. Pesukaru. More bees. I would like to find a bear that's not a panda. At some point, I'm going to have to make some bellows. Probably crude. And I don't want to kill a panda for them. Doesn't go anywhere. Whoop. Oh, there's a bullthorn down there. Oh, it's a little baby bunny. But now I would like to explore more of these caves. But doing so is only going to result in my untimely death. Because of all the monsters. Surface tin. Oh, ruin. What? If I can get another torch holder, which this ruin does not have, I can light up my cellar. Hoopa won't play vintage story with me, but I'm sure Diesel will. Gonna need a lot of mods, though. What kind of tree is this? Pomegranate. Me likey, me likey. Alright, I'm just gonna get back home. Would be really nice to find surface tin, though. Mugwort. If I find it out here, it's pretty far from home. But it'd still be worth finding. So that I've got it at all. What is this? Weird looking fucking tree. Coconut! I wasn't trying to throw a rock at it. I think I need coconut for something. I don't believe that I need coconut to make rum, but it is useful in a lot of seafarer stuff. Bunch of deer. Mugwort keeps looking like licorice to me. I'm sure if I ever saw them in the same place, I could tell them apart. Oh, look at that. Yeah, they're very similar. If you close your eyes. Like, if you're not actually looking at them, they look the same. The hell? Oh, it's a wisp. I keep forgetting that primitive survival's got all of this weird stuff. You can disable it, but I prefer to leave it on and just ignore it. Growing tomatoes. Tomatoes are really good food, if I can find a bunch of those. I don't know that I can use them in pot pies, though. I don't know that a pot pie would usually contain tomato. I would think not. But I also don't know a lot of things. Alright, here, rapid moving water. This just leads to the surface. Pizza. I think that this mod adds pizza. No. I've seen a mod that adds pizza. This mod does add tortillas. Is there a fucking goat down here? What is that? Oh, black coal. Which means I found some fire clay. Not going to be able to play anything for 3 years. That sounds pretty miserable. You sound pretty at peace with it, though. Let's see here. Let's go and eat my raw corn. Oh, shit, a shovel. Alright. Not like I shouldn't be collecting this, coal. I might mark it as here. Whoop. Black coal. There we go. That's fair. Have you considered selling feet pics? I'm mostly joking. They need not necessarily be your own feet pics. That's just cool. If I break this, is there more clay under there? There is. Bird goes insane collecting fire clay. This is perhaps not the best thing I could be doing with my time, but listen, if I can make a second oven, I'm going to be doing that. I don't think buying feet pics is going to help anybody be able to afford computer parts. I would never judge somebody for selling feet pics, but I would probably judge somebody for buying them. Like, not even just judging what they're into, but, like, you can find that shit for free, homie. Moral boost or morale? I think they're spelled differently. They might not be spelled differently. What do I have that I don't care about? Let's go to each. This raw. Grain. I believe morale, spelled with an E. And it's kind of like, the party mood. Like, oh, we gotta boost morale. Let's throw a party. Or whatever. And then moral. It's like weird. Morale is a mushroom. Somewhere in this cave, there is a shiver losing its fucking mind. Well, I don't even think necessarily that it's swinging that way. If somebody's willing to pay you for photos of your feet, you just be like, whatever, weirdo, and sell those feet pics. We don't need more quartz. Actually, I don't even have bronze yet, so I can't get quartz. If Hoopa were here, we would probably already have bronze and be collecting quartz. Unfortunately, he would rather make some birthday present for other people. No, whoops. Hoopa missed my birthday. We knew each other at the time. Barely. Fuck off, Bowthorn. I'm collecting clay. But it's not the safest place to be. Alright. Don't stab me. Missed me, sucker! Alright, let's get out of here. Or there's more cave I can explore. Alright, let's get out of here. But yeah, that's how I prefer my interactions with monsters in this game to go. Just, mostly ignore them. Interesting interactions. I'm not even technically a furry, but I've got interesting interactions with the furry community. They see my mascot, and they assume that I am a furry. I am not. I am a nuisance and a troll. But that's not related. Come across any ruins lately? I was in a ruin earlier, but it was underwater, so I couldn't explore it much. That's only mostly true. It was underwater, but there wasn't much to explore. Hoopa, my birthday is a month and a day after yours. It was the 25th of January, and you missed it. Eat this raw corn. I should probably be holding on to the corn, but I do plan on growing my own eventually. Oh, it's fresh and fresh. It's resistant until 42 Celsius. Well, to be fair, we did barely know one another. Ah, yes, more tomatoes. Fantastic. We were relative strangers then. I would like to think of us as acquaintances now. Yes. Slay. Always gotta keep people at arm's length. Friends are for people who get stabbed in the back. Et tu, brute. Do I grab these potato plants? I don't have the inventory space. Only reason I'm not grabbing them. I'll grab more corn seeds, though. Although corn is much less useful in this than it is in long-term foods. You see here, corn can be made into dried corn, which can be made into nixtamal. Nixtamal. Mixed lime water, dried corn. Nixtamal grinds into masa. Masa can be used to make... Oh, I guess I can make dumplings with it. Actually, that doesn't make sense. Because I would be mixing them into the dumplings, not making dumplings. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Alright. Continue our quest. Kind of sucks having to wait until later in the year to plant all of my flax. I guess it does give me... Ooh, what is that? High fertility soil? What do I care about? Goodbye, random stack of peridotite stones. High fertility soil is not something I'm going to want to use by itself. I will make terra preta. But with this, I can make double the terra preta. It's a good amount of it as well. What is this? Woad? Get out of here. Although woad does make a very pretty blue dye that you don't even need like a settlement for. Oh yeah, is Petlus feeling better? I believe they were feeling better the other day. But like, have they completely recovered from whatever? Yeah, that's good. We gotta teach Petlu how to play Vintage Story. It'll be fun. It's probably all the high fertility soil. Certainly looks like it. Wait a minute. No, that's rift activity. I was about to say, it's like rainfall low. There's something else. I just can't read. I want to collect all these other crops, but I don't have the space for them. Oh, limestone gravel. We'll continue to collect flax for the fibers and the seeds. But my inventory is kind of limited. Not a while, because she's going to be tired from stuff. That's totally fair. We'll put it on the to-do list, though. We'll get your girlfriend hooked on this game. It's only a matter of time. Oh, tomatoes. Excellent. Flax. What kind of tree is this? Probably won't play long. Ooh. Honey locust. What an odd name for a tree. What does the wood look like? Honey locust. That's like a very, very soft pink. Doesn't look bad. Probably worth... Heather! Heather is one of the 2 flowers that I like a lot. If I had the inventory space, I would pick it up. Alright, peridotite. Goodbye, peridotite. I was going to pick up heather. Catmint is the other one that I like to use. Them piss yellow hues globes fog over upon the what? I can't read. Which part did I not read? I read. I'm confused. She said not in a while, because she's going to be busy from stuff. Yeah, I want to show her a little bit. What the fuck is going on over there? Probably nothing. I didn't misread anything. It could be something that I straight up did not see, which happens a lot. Unfortunately, I've got my chat window very small, and I don't have a second monitor, so... what we get is what we got. Collecting these flowers is super important. If I can find catmint, I'll be set. Catmint tends to spawn in more, mountainy areas, while heather spawns in flatter areas. I actually still haven't even caught bees. I'm going the wrong way. Trying to figure out what I missed. Oh, that diesel is giving me flack for. Let's see here. Point made, not in a while, blah blah blah. To be fair, I've already started out as a spore species. Then go from there. Other than missing the spore species, then I didn't miss nothing. More of these. Somebody was asking about the model earlier, and I explained that it was from Spore, but was popularized by Starbound. Starbound is not a very fun game, though. So all of Maya Volley's lore comes from modded RimWorld. Excellent. Where's my corn? I'm over here starving and I'm dropping corn on the ground. Where'd it go? There we go. Could be a cognito hazard. I wasn't a big fan of Starbound's progression. It just felt like really slow. And at no point were you ever like super powerful. Basically every new planet and biome you landed in, everything was kicking your teeth in. And then by the time you were strong enough to fight back, you'd have to move on to another planet or biome. To collect the new powerful stuff. At which point everything there would just be kicking your teeth in. I don't know, I like to play as a mage because there is no fantasy quite like power fantasy. And in Starbound, you just never really feel strong. Oh, I'm starving again. It's almost like 3 handfuls of raw corn. Aren't enough to fill you up. What's up with that? Nope, nothing down here. I didn't know that this cave wasn't worth exploring until I did it, so... Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Even having ventured, nothing was gained, but that's not the point. So here, can I find a termite mound or something? In this sandstorm? Probably not. Yeah, shut up. I'm looking for termites to snack on. But I could always eat a hyena. I mean, I couldn't. Sounds like it's more trouble than it's worth. Cactus fruit, cactus fruit. This'll keep me from starving for like 20 seconds. Delicious. Alright, we continue the quest home. Is that a termite mound? I'm feeling peckish. Oh, a dungeon. I did forget to install the mod that lets you use termites as fishing bait. Because I don't need the termites as fishing bait mod, it's just an addition that I feel like makes sense. Uh-oh. It's a good thing I caught this ladder. Hello? Is this the Resident Archives? Surely it's not. But I don't think I can steal shit from the Resident Archives. So that's not what this is, but it's very Resident Archives adjacent. Fucking, I guess goodbye, 3 stone. I've got to keep inventory on, so I'm gonna steal all the torch holders I can find in here. Until something kicks me out. Get forcefully evicted. Snooping around. If I'm quiet, the monsters won't know I'm here. Oh, fuck yeah. I don't want to leave my torch behind. There we go. I've been shitting on the railroad. Do I want rust? Kind of want. Not rust, but rot. There's a lot of rot down here. I'm gonna mark this. Whoop. Weird ruins. Whoops. Weird ruins. My cousin, Weird Ruiz. Ooh, a table. I've yet to craft my own. I don't need to steal a table. I don't have the inventory space for it. Where the fuck am I? Uh-oh. You'll never take me alive, loser. We're here. Pop. Well, I'm not finding a lot more torch holders. Which is what I'm risking my life looking for. Oh, ow, road. Here, sucker. Good luck following me. If it can't. Ah. Well, it says will likely be destroyed. Yeah, it was destroyed. Ore vessel. Another ore vessel. I'll close that. What do I not care about? Not a whole lot I don't care about. I'm going to break the ore vessels, though. What did I get? Lead is good. I'll take it. No, that one's just copper, which I don't not need. But I don't need it enough. Anybody know what ruin this is? Guess it's just a big-ass underground ruin. Ruined bed, ruined bed. Comfy bed would be worth taking. Short bed. What is that thing? Oh, that's just a flower pot. Pop. Go and crouch down. Any more torch holders I can take? Go and squeeze through. Honestly, I can't imagine trying to get through here as a non-Avali able to squeeze through one-block gaps. Everyone else's life must suck. Ooh, a chest. Gear, bone, tempting. Hey, Satu, why do you never have any inventory space? It's like, well, you see. What belt is that? Peasant strap? Nah. I don't need it. I ain't no peasant. Yeah, looks like it'll be disintegrated if you try to move it. I know. I wonder if I'm actually going to find any more torch holders if I'm just going to die down here. Oh, magnetite. Oh, I'm starving. I don't need magnetite. Currently. I don't know, it's worth having. But I'm tempted to take the flax. Closed, empty. I don't need the flax, though. I mean, I do. I don't need it right now. I'm going to eat a bunch of tomatoes so that I stop starving. Alright. Starvation. Warded off for now. I don't know how I'm going to get out of here. I've gotten pretty lost. Whoop. Squeeze through. There we go. I think I've been in here before. Oh, more lead. Tempting. Clay vessel doesn't contain anything. Hello there, pocket. And this is a dead end. Climb. Climb, get down there. Thank you. My ass is blind, so if you see... like over 60%. Oh, that's just a drifter. Bye, nerd. I could really use some, what is it, zinc. Or not zinc. I could use that as well. What I need is tin for the most part. Gotta find cassiterite. I think I've already been over there. A bunch of cool stuff I would like to take home, but I can't break it without it breaking. It is kind of interesting, this structure here in the middle. I couldn't get a good look at it because I was being chased away. But this definitely looks like somewhere that they cast, like, iron. Which is not something you can do in Vanilla Vintage Story. There is a mod that lets you do it. And it looks almost exactly like this. Although if this is for casting iron, that would make sense to why there's iron down here. Barrel contains limestone sand. Why is this barrel so fucked up looking? And can I take it with me? Oh. Barrel is no longer fucked up looking, which is no fun. Alright, I should get out of here. I'm not finding any more torch holders anyway. Torch. Torch holders? Nope, alright, fine. I'll leave before I start starving again. I found this ladder. I found this lantern in here, so it's a good find. What's this lantern made out of? Brass? That's just the toilet. Well, this was a neat ruin. I didn't find anything good in it, but can't find good things everywhere you go. Excuse me. I've actually never seen this ruin before. I don't have better ruins. So maybe it's like a new one. Or maybe Seafarer adds it for some reason. Other mods I can't imagine would add ruins. Whoop. Nope. Alright, fine. I'll go one lower. You're back. There we go. Forage. Oh, it's empty. Ruined torch holder. Can I get more? Another actual torch holder. Fuck yeah. Yoink. This is definitely not the Resonant Archives, but it's got a very similar opening. I wonder what mod adds this, or if it is even modded. Cast iron is an alloy with very high carbon content. Well, cast iron is still better than a lot of the shit you've got access to in this game, considering, Oh, what's that? What's another ruin? But it's a small one I'm getting shot at, so I'll leave. There's a cast iron, cauldron in expanded foods. But you can't make it yourself, you have to buy it, unless you've got a mod that allows you to cast iron. Midsommar soon. Hello there, trader. Furniture trader, what is your name? Kind of you ask. Your name is Wilding. Wildling? What do you got, Wildling? Oh, you've got the Avali painting. I don't have 21 gears on me, but it's kind of cool. Alright, bye. wonder if it's embarrassing for the traders when I just jump over their fences. Oh, wait a minute, this is my house. I never asked the trader that lives right next door to me what his name is. I'm a pretty fucking shit neighbor. Diesel, what do you think of my shade house? Whoop. I can't take any credit for how good it looks, since it's how the blocks just look. But it's like a greenhouse, but instead of adding 5 Celsius, it subtracts it. Well, they've got a gate. I'm sure they would still rather, even as a customer, that I use the door. But instead, I'm making their door look silly by just jumping over it. Alright. Light this up. I'm going to place another one in here. And then another one down here. Probably here is good. I should bring the ceiling up. What up? Oh shit, I should also eat. Delicioso. Alright. I should catch me some fish. Not fish. How long are you fresh for? 4 days. 6 hours. Oh, that's going to be a lot of rot. Grab these. Put that there. Let's grab my bucket. Yoink. Alright, where's my ruined pot? Yoink. Smack you there. Fish. Oh, damn it. Gotta do 2. There we go. Go ahead and light it up. It's been a while since I've been to any kind of barbecue. Fresh for 5 hours. That's basically forfeit. I don't not need the rot, though. It's just not ideal. If I had eggs, and I don't, because I've been pretty lazy about trapping chickens, I could probably make some, whatchamacallums. Dumplings. Why's my brain failing me all of a sudden? It's an hour till bedtime. It is 7,000 degrees, so that could be part of it. Oh yeah, I never even did start these. Put that on the to-do list. For now, let's make 2 more torches. To make use of my new torch holders. And I'm waiting for the bait to be done. I'd like to visit Europe one of these days. Well, actually, I'm still waiting for a hoopa to find somebody that I can catfish in Tampere. Marry them for a green card. Alright, put those in there. 2 more fish. 2 more licorice. Boop. Boop. Gonna make a bunch of stink bait. How long is this stink bait fresh for? 10 hours. But we'll be fresh longer in the cellar. Come on, taskbar, go away. Fresh for 2 days. It gives me plenty of time. Alright. Add a tiny bit more firewood to that. And then let's start making an oven. Alright. I'm so tired. Oh yeah, I didn't show Diesel the goat hole. Everybody likes the goat hole. Hoopa, would you say that you're a fan of the goat hole? Fucking, I didn't want to pick that up. Excellent. Let's go and put that on there just to get it out of my pocket. Boom, boom. Don't have any memories of the goat hole. I'll show off the goat hole shortly. I've got a bunch of goats. Get this, in a hole. Might be anti-mimetic. Are you accusing my goat hole of being anti-Semitic? SM ate my head. Why is it so fucking hot? I'm dying. Excellent. Look at this. I'm most of the way now to an oven. Don't know where I'm going to put it. Maybe just stick it in the wall. I'm gonna need something to stand on as well. There is a mod. A cute little mod that adds like step stools for shorter player characters. It's mostly designed with kobolds in mind, but as my volley is short... Hello there, Penny. Thank you for checking in. As my volley is short, I do think that a step stool would be helpful. How are you doing, Penny? Alright, should probably put these in the cellar, and I can go fishing tomorrow. Really should catch myself some chickens. It wouldn't even be hard to do, I just haven't done it yet. Hoopa. We don't all need to be awake right now. Seems like Penny probably does. Less tired than usual, but still tired. My condolences. Or, you know what make you feel better? Is, joining me in this world, and then doing all of my chores for me while I space out. You can even play as one of those, 4 block tall, orca characters. That everybody wants to play as. You would not fit in this house, though. That's for sure. I suppose you could play as something normal, like an XP or a kobold. Almost done. Hell yeah, oven acquired. You prefer small? Kobolds get pretty tiny. And kobolds are odd, because, like, they can be massive or tiny. I suppose they could also be normal-sized. But they've got, like, a really wide range of model size. I suppose technically so do a volley. I've not shown it off, but a volley can get insanely small. What time is it? It is a time. The time is time o'clock. A bit wild that I won't let me put the unlit torches in here. Oh, yeah, no, they can be pretty small. There's a server that well, not my buddies, but people I know play on. And some of their volley are so small that they basically made like a network of mouse holes throughout the house. And the volley are so small that they can fit through 2x6 voxels. Not pixels. Or not, you know, blocks. Voxels. You did play as a mouse in the last world? Excellent. Survival is all but guaranteed. I should put my fire clay away. I'd also like more blue clay. You know what I don't have? Is blue clay. I think I did mark where I got it from, though. You played as a fish in your last life. Were you one of those dinosaurs you showed me earlier that aren't dinosaurs? I forgot what it's called. Mosasaurus or something like that. Nah? Alright. What if your last life was that long ago, though? Or I guess that could have been one of your lives, but not the most recent. That's my salt. Yeah, the blue clay is all the way over there. Alright, so what the walk, I suppose. More like a salmon. I've got unfortunate news for you, Hoopa. In your past life, you were delicious. Probably how you ended up perishing. Oh yes, my goat hole. I gotta show that off. Alright, everyone. If we come this way, you will see my goat hole. Yes, yes, chickens. I'll prep you shortly. Look at all my goats. There are supposed to be 2 babies in there, but I lost one. It's fine. Oh, what the hell's going on over there? Oh, it's probably a wisp. Oh, it's 2 wisps. Ow, fuck off, dude. Oh, showing off the wisps. I was more looking at the wisps. Alright, I'm heading towards the blue clay still. I don't have a shovel, but that's going to be a problem for almost immediately. Water. I should probably drink my water in a way that is less annoying, but I'm so rarely actually drinking water that I can show it off. Alright, fantastic. As long as I'm not bothered by anything. Which is probably unlikely. I'm gonna say it's unlikely that I won't be bothered. Oh yeah, there are so many goats in that hole. Feeding them is kind of expensive. That's why I want to make a bread animal food. I'm getting around to it. Feed them much cheaper with like bread. But yeah, after a couple of generations of goats, I will have milk. Posture check. I suppose I can set up a tiny bit. Wah! Anybody at home currently shrimping? Now is the time to fix that as well. Ever since I've removed the arms of my chair, though, I've noticed that I slouch a lot less. Which is weird, because I wasn't even using the arms of the chair. You can unshrimp while in bed. I don't know how that would work. I don't know, maybe just stretch a little. I should have made a shovel. But you know what they say, should have into one hand. Shit in the other. Oh, fucking my neck. Alright. It's almost 6. I need to bring the bins out to the curb. Which I'll probably do after I get my pit kilns firing. Let's go and collect another stack, and then I'll head over there and do that. Gotta work on that posture, Kanati. Almost got the stack. Alright, full stack. Let's go and head home. And there's more blue clay over here. Would be nice if I had a beehive kiln. So that I can make black ceramic stuff instead of just the dark brown that I'll get. But I do still think that the dark brown you get from blue clay looks better than the reddish brown you get from red clay. And considering one of the things, or two of the things actually, I'm making are mixing bowls. I'm gonna want them to look good. Hello there, chicken. Oh, Olivine. I'm gonna have to keep looking around for the quartz as well. Not quartz. I found a shit ton of quartz, cassiterite. But I'm going to have to eat. Probably doesn't help that I've got shit in my offhand. For those of you at home who do not know, holding stuff in your offhand makes you hungry slightly faster. It's not the biggest drain. And it's probably still better to be able to fucking see. But it is a thing. Boom. Look how much more inviting my cellar is now that it's lit. The handle recently got dull. They sell that in Finland now. Woo, Finland #1! I'd like to move to Finland. I am still waiting for, Hoopa to find a stranger that I can catfish. I am obviously joking, mostly. I just need to marry somebody for a green card. Oh yes, yes. They do seem to have removed the small cauldron molds. It's still in the code, but presumably it's only still in the code. Because if you already have one, it needs to still exist. Alright, have a good one, Kanati. As soon as I've got stuff in the pit kilns, I'm going to have to run for a bit. Not very long, obviously, just running trash cans to the curb. So recycling, I think. Fucking hell, I could be wrong. I'll just have to try to match whatever the neighbors have got out. But it's not even a whole lot to keep track of. It's always one or the other, either recycling or green waste, but I never seem to know which. Alrighty. Come on. I wonder how sanitation works in Finland, where I would like to live. Surely you just throw your trash into your neighbor's yard. Fuck the neighbor, I'm joking. Alright, yoink yoink. What else do I want to make while I'm over here making stuff out of blue clay? I could make a griddle mold. I don't currently need a griddle though. Blue clay bottles, no. Another storage vessel would be nice, but not currently necessary. Shared outside bins. What if I live in a flat? Or in asunto? These are the real questions. Fishhook mold. Health hammer. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking for in here. Sure looking for it though. A lot of recycling. Nice, nice. Alright, I don't think there's anything else I have to make. I could make another salt pan. But I can also now make the drying mechanic that doesn't require it not be raining. I like what I've set up, but it's constantly fucking raining. Which out of real life would be something I enjoy. In the game, when the rain is stopping my salt from drying, it's more annoying. What if for some reason I need to dry fish before it goes bad? Which isn't a bad idea. Does require salt, though, which I've not been keeping on top of. Alrighty then, where about? Near shops, I like cardboard and stuff. But not recycling is good. Where would you go to dispose of, like, a human body? It's like, yeah, I'd like to have this cremated, no questions asked. It's like, we have nothing but questions, actually. It's bio-waste. Into the green waste bin it goes. Alright. Let's get everything grassed up. Not that one. Sweet. I had enough grass. Now I need sticks. Bio-waste is brown. I suppose our green waste bins are green. But it's more for, like, yard waste and stuff. That's why it's called green waste. Throw your green shit in there. I should make some storage thingies. For stuff. Hashtag super descriptive. Might not even be a bad idea to bring my torch holder out here, actually. Or one of them, rather. I'll do that when I get back from bringing the bins to the curb. Yoink. There we go. And then grab 12 of these. I probably meant 16. Yes. I did in fact mean 16. Get these started. Also, what do you think of my use of bony soil? I will switch that out for something that makes more sense. It's just what I was using at the time. Alright. Gotta do a BRB little thing. I should commission Hoopa for a BRB screen. But I'm sure he'll finish it in a timely manner. Yes, there we go, time's moving. I'll be right back. Bones. What are you kids talking about in here? Yeah, I ran past my webcam a couple of times, and I'm sure that my model was freaking out. Whew. All right. Gonna make these 2 of these. Or, yeah. Try to keep it over here where it's less flammable. Boom, boom. 1 for grass. Trying to get away. Ah, that's fair, that's fair. Boom, 1 for grass, 1 for sticks. I wonder how many sticks these things hold, anyway. Alright, making decent progress. Going to have to continue the hunt for cassiterite. Boom, boom. What did I say I was going to do? I need to fish. That's something I should be doing. Let's go ahead and fish. I don't even need the earthworm grunt, although acronite is not here. I should catch bees, but in this part of the world, the bees are never going to stop working, I don't think. So it's not like an immediate concern of mine. But the freaking... Actually, that is my fishing rod. I do need that. Let's go ahead and grab. Put that away as well. That away. That's not something I have to worry about going bad anytime soon, but I'll put it away too. Perfect. Grab these. Fresh for 7 hours. I'll have fish by then. Rift activity is calm. Alright. Actually, I'm going to take this as well. I've not used it since I got the random fish marking. I've seen people say that the fish makes it go faster. It was pretty fast as it is, and I probably won't be able to tell. It feels like the same speed. But like I said, this thing was always really fast. Are you baited? No. Let's go ahead and start fishing. Oh. Well, my phone is nearby. I can tell because it just vibrated. My blind ass cannot see emojis. What is that? Silver hake. It's much more normal. Fish I was expecting. I caught like nothing but coelacanths last time, which was funny, but like odd. That emoji, I know what he is, so it's pretty easy to see even without the full detail. I've got my chat like transparent, pinned to the top of the screen. I think I've shown off pictures of what my chat looks like in my Discord. Visibility is pretty poor. And as hard as it is to see chat sometimes, seeing what's behind chat is usually pretty impossible. It can be done, though. Yep. Alright, so it seems like depending on the day of the week, I just only catch one fish or another. Well, that one's my own emoji. It's unsurprisingly really hard to see with the transparent dark mode, but I know for sure what that one is. Come on, fish, fish, fish. Fish, 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 senora. Fish it all the time. I'm hoping dumplings stack, although I don't have the resources to make dumplings. It's more of a general, I hope they stack now. Going to have to delete a couple of mods that we're not using on our shared world. But we are going to have to update expanded foods and a culinary artillery for our shared save hoopa. It will hopefully fix the food stacking bug. But out of curiosity, do you think when we are trying to teach Petlu how to play the game, we should do so without mods? Obviously, we'd have the Avali model. Imagine trying to play as anything but a weird spacebar. Everything else totally vanilla, though. That's probably for the best. What is that? Some kind of weird fops? All I'm catching of these fish. I wonder if I could crash the game again by trying to mouse over them and pressing H. Come on, fish. Only a couple of more. Hello there, Peltemarsu. Probably reading that incorrectly. Tell you a bit about myself. Well, I go by Satu online. It's short for Satu Sepa. I'm 31 years old. I'm non-binary. I'm stupid. Fuck. It is approaching my bedtime, but not quite past it. Petli Marsu. That's Pelty. I can read. That's a joke. I cannot read. I think that pretty much covers it. Whew. If you're trying to, look for information about the channel, I do try to stream daily. Saturday is the one exception. I almost never stream on Saturdays. Whoop, guinea pig. Only word didn't finish, I know, is Vasanut. That is 100% true. Not worth looking into. Olen niin vitun Vasanut. It is way too hot right now, so my brain might be a little bit, not working. Hoopa, you're part of my extended community. You're always going to be tired. Nice. Finnish is a lovely language, but I'm really lazy. So I don't know as much Finnish as I would like. Lordy recently did a bottle recycling promotion in Sweden. Nice. I like it. Oh, speaking of Finland, this thing happened in Sweden. I guess Lordy is probably like some kind of Finnish thing. I would like to move to Tampere. Torje. Now, I've been learning Finnish for like 3 years now, but I'm learning it so lazily. Oh, made of copper. I'll mark that. It's amazing how close this is to my house. Marked. A talesmith, indeed. Actually, I never wrote stories. I used to write short stories and poems, but I've not written anything since 2021. But I got my start writing poems at only about, 8 years old? 2004 or so? I would like to continue writing for fun, but the problem is that I stopped reading for fun, and if you're not reading, you can't write. Or I guess you could. But the motivation is just not there. And being a good reader does pretty directly translate to being a good writer as well. Alright. Me fish. Trying to learn how to read? Same. We do need to learn actual Finnish grammar together, as easily as that can be done. You're a native speaker, but you still can't answer all my really dumb questions. But it's fine, Hoopa. I don't hold that against you personally. I don't know, there's a textbook I would like to get called San Suomi. It's beginner Finnish, but considering I didn't grow up speaking the language, I figured it would be a decent place to start. I took all of the Finnish available on Duolingo, which was not very good, because Duolingo's kind of been shit lately. Oh, are those 3 fertilized eggs? Fuck yeah. But I guess that's something I could do with my time. I could, create fish traps. A lot of people would argue that the fish traps are overpowered, and those people are not necessarily wrong. But it is free food. Imagine being mad at free food. Alright, let's put these fish away so they... 5 days, plenty of time. Man kieli seems interesting. Man kieli. Man. Seems interesting, but would not be overly helpful. Man kieli. What I need to learn, other than Finnish, is I need to learn the Tampereen More. Because apparently Tampere is like, we're going to speak different Finnish than everyone else. And they kind of just got away with that. Alright, here is where we will start our empire. I don't know if throwing those like that works. Oh, it worked. I figured I would have to throw those separately. I've never gotten more than a couple of those at a time. Hello there, my children. It's too many goats. Well, it's probably not enough goats. Oh shit, I can't get out of the hole. Send help. There we go. Most understandable Finnish? Well, that's good. I think being understood is important. Kuopio. I'm speaking with half letters. Oh, half the letters. I was a tiny bit confused, but turns out I'm just an idiot. Oulu is my second choice. Apparently everybody up there smokes. Which is not good. It's 2026, people should just stop smoking. We know how bad it is for you. I gotta do clean natural drugs like cocaine. For legal reasons, I'm joking. I'm not actually encouraging anybody to do cocaine. Right now. No, I had a buddy who somehow got addicted to cocaine at only like 15 years old. And it kind of fucked them up. They're fine now, but they've been clean for like so many years. If you're wondering what a 15-year-old gets cocaine, the answer is apparently Detroit, Michigan. Yes, Diesel, dox yourself for Hoopa's amusement. Alright, can I get you to all run into that hole, please? Excellent, into the hole. Dumb fucking chicken. If I can get the rooster in the hole, the other hens will probably just walk in willingly. Of course, the rooster dodged my hole. It is a good thing I'm not just catching roosters. If I call the other one my goat hole, and I was only filling this one with roosters, I would have to call it the cock hole. And I don't think I could get away with that for very long. Alright. That's 3 hens, 1 rooster. They're probably going to want more space than that, but for now, let's build a fence around them. Not the cock hole. That would be a funny name for it, though. Although once I put bars around it, it wouldn't just be the cuck hole, it would be the cuck hold. Like a prison. I wonder if YouTube's cool with me saying the word cuckold. But I think I have a small enough channel that YouTube just doesn't care. And then Twitch almost doesn't care about rules at all. As long as you don't break the law. I've seen people get away with some really wild shit. Oh, my gates. That's what I came back in here for. Fences. What are my gates? There we go. Cockatiel. Don't worry, Hooper. I'm definitely judging all of my opinions on the people of Kuopio. Kuopio. Based on your rendition of their finish. It might be getting close to my time to go to bed. I'm pretty stupid when I'm not tired, and to say that I'm exhausted would be an understatement. Are you? Oh, it's leadwood. Yeah, I can get that down. I'm gonna have to be careful about how I do this. I almost just started digging the hole wider from the top, but that would allow them to escape, which I do not want. Perhaps South Sweden recently. A hard time placing the accent. That's totally fair. Nobody can ever seem to place my accent. Probably because it's all over the fucking place. No, the chickens! That thing I said I almost did. Well, yeah, it's probably almost time for me to go to bed. There we go. Don't worry, chickens, I'll get you back in the hole. Chickens are like, don't worry, we won't fall for that a second time. Oh shit, it's this strange, large bird. It would be funny if Hoopa just randomly started speaking like me. Although we can't get him to pronounce storage correctly. I mostly joke. Come on, chicken, please go into the hole. You only got out because I'm tired and stupid. Humor me and just jump back in the hole. Excellent. Not now, Bowthorn. Alright, rooster in the hole. That other hen might just climb in willingly now that the rooster's in there. Yes, into the hole. Oh, I think she just walked into the hole willingly. Nerd! Bowthorn, if you think I can't kill you. Honestly, that aim kinda sucks. It's a wonder I've died to Bowthorns so many times. Although usually if they kill me, it's because they're stronger Bowthorns, and I don't know where they are. Storage. I'm pretty sure it's just storage. Storage. Did gotta pronounce it with like a DJ. Storage. I don't know what I'm on about. I'm a little bit tired. A little bit might be an understatement. Alright, home sweet home. Storage. There we go. Vintage storage. Let's see here. Rift activity is calm, so why are there so many fucking monsters outside? They're just there for fun, I suppose. Let's go ahead and put my blue clay away, and then go ahead and grab a lantern. For the purposes of exploration. I hope, did I ever get your opinion on my log cabin? Whoops, what am I? Other than lost. What do you think of my log cabin, Hoopa? Are these logs not obnoxious enough? But my cabin's not gay. Just made of logs. A sauna would be nice. Probably not very practical where I'm living. I'm currently set up in the tropics because the mod that I've got, Seafarer, adds a bunch of stuff to the tropics. So to experience all the new stuff, I kind of have to be here. But like, the tropics are actually easier to survive in than other areas. I can't plant crops right now because we're in the middle of June. Are we in the middle of June? Yes. Ew. In the summer, it's too hot to grow crops. But like the winter, it's pretty warm. Plant whatever you want then. Oh, fuck. I just wandered into this hole. And that tin ore I've been looking for, it's right here. I mean, this is not the tin ore I was looking for, but I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. And this doesn't look like it's a lot of tin, but I'll take it. Imagine the things I could find if I weren't constantly being chased out of holes by monsters. Horse-mounted gift in the box. What? Are any of your grandparents single, Hoopa? I could marry them. Uh-oh. They aren't unfortunate. There's a Bowthorn here trying to ruin my fun. Which is what Bowthorns do. Oh, more tin. Monsters be damned. I need to start walking down holes more. In fact, I'm probably going to find iron by just crawling into a cave. Actually, iron is pretty deep. Oh, but what is the Suomi word for iron? Kuinka sanotaan iron suomeksi? Sanotaan. Ruota. Rauta. What is the Finnish word for? What is the fucking Bowthorn? Oh, there's the Bowthorn. I don't have a weapon. I need to work on my pronunciation. Finnish is great because it's a completely phonic language, which means the letters are basically always going to be pronounced the same way. But as you can probably tell, based on how I speak, as somebody who lives in Northern California, rata, I pronounce things strangely. Fuck off. Oh, you're a deep Bowthorn. What are you doing so high up? Neither of us are deep enough underground for you to be here. I'm actually going to carve him, because he's very likely to contain a temporal gear. Fucker only has a bow arrow. And you're a deep drifter. What the fuck is going on? That actually doesn't look like there's anything worth my time down this hole. Ow. Excellent. Damn it! There goes my knife. Actually, you know what? I do want that. Give me your fiber. Yoink. I should go after the copper I was originally coming this way for. But that tin was huge. Also, I guess we are relatively deep underground, huh? What, I wonder what else I can find down there. Possibly even more tin. But for now, we go after the copper. Mrapta. Wapapapap. I also have to work on rolling my R's. Not very good at it. Medium. I'll take it. I'm probably going to need a new hammer at this point. We are... tin plate and guinea pig went to sleep. I might be a tiny bit lost. The tin plate guinea pig's got the right idea. I'll be going to bed soon, or if I can, I'll be going to bed soon. It's like 36 degrees Celsius the other day. It's going to get even warmer now. Or today. And when it's too hot, I kind of struggle to sleep. There we go. That is not enough tin. Or, it's probably not enough tin. I could go down there and look around more. Let me go ahead and grab my prospecting pick. See if it's even worth my time. Hoopa, are you the tin plate guinea pig? Alright. If I was my prospecting pick, where the fuck would I be? I just keep kind of putting stuff down in weird places. Here it is. I think that Pelty is still here. Possibly. Oop. Hey, it's a crab. You'd think I would see more of those. I've gotten lost. I do actually have a decent amount of lore around my group of a volley. Oh, are you a deep shiver? I mean, if you want to run away from me, I'm not going to stop you. Alright. Call them Yavale. Sheet metal guinea pig. There is more cassiterite in the area. I'll look around for that. Waste of copper in the meantime, but can never have enough. So how would you say, like, full metal guinea pig? Which would be a good fun username. If I was tin, where would I be hiding? I've made a good exciting bit of progress, so I don't want to just go to bed. But I'm also dying, like actively. Sleep is for nerds, Hoopa. Also, don't forget to work on my commission. I'm not rushing you, but it would be cool to get it before the end of Pride. Alright, what the fuck is this tin? I'm going to break a whole copper pickaxe looking for it. Finnish also got a lot of, it's got a lot of loan words. Like necromancy is just necromancy. I prefer Lumagi, Bone Mage. Lumagi. Where the fuck is the tin? It's gotta be within 6 blocks, otherwise I wouldn't be picking up on it. And yet I cannot find it. It's hard to tell just by looking at this creature. But this fucking thing is a Airways Agent or Envy. Although umbrella terms are weird. I will use the labels non-binary and trans for myself, but I very rarely use agender. True, it is just a loan word. But wizards and nerds. And Lumagi is fun to say. That better not be a Bowthorn. That's definitely a Bowthorn. I know the set of a Bowthorn when I hear it. Is this a different quality of tin? Oh, I was mixing up the copper and the tin this whole time. It's copper that I need more of at this point. This is a good amount of tin. Of course, I do still need to find iron. Let's go and prospect. There is still cassiterite in the area. Bone Garden. That is a fun name, although I'd rather not have a cemetery if I could avoid it in this game. I would like proper bone blocks. Like, if you ever look at the Paris catacombs, I would like to build shit like that. But, like, instead of catacombs, they'd just be the walls of my house. Just piles upon piles of bones. This creature would surround themselves with bones. Look at that glowing yellow eye. Sounds a tad morbid. Oh yeah, but morbid is good. I see no issue with it. As long as everything is sterile. They're just bones. Someday we will all be bones. Guess unless you're cremated, in which case then you're like bone ash. But bone ash can be used to make china. So that's also pretty fascinating. I personally would like a Tibetan sky burial. I'll just leave my corpse somewhere high up for the carrion birds. Problem is I'm full of microplastics. I would like to think that the vultures and other carrion birds would think fondly of me, as they eat what's left. Perhaps they'll even tell stories. I know crows and ravens at least communicate stuff. Vultures are intelligent, I just don't know how social they are. Get turkey vultures where I live all the time. Problem is I can't take good pictures of them. Because if I'm seeing a bunch of turkey vultures in one place, there's some unfortunate dead animal that they are gathered around. Alright, what is the cassiterite? I am deadass going to break this pickaxe. And have nothing to show for it. Yeah, Lumagi does sound fun. Lumagi. How long is too long for extending the vowels? 7 years? There are also things that I would like to know. Like Aravika. I think it's got 2 R's next to each other, right? When there's double consonants, you pronounce both. But how do you do double R? It's rolled anyway. Do you just roll it slightly longer? Yep, there goes my pickaxe. If I could find where the vein was going... I'm just digging blindly at this point. Somewhere around here that shiver is losing its mind. Aha, more tin. More tin. Eventually I am going to properly run out of the vein. Is that eventually now? I am starving, so I should head back. No, there's still cassiterite in the area. Fuck. I used to feed the crows and ravens in my area. Or I did when I lived in the capital. I still live in the Sacramento area, but I don't live in Sacramento proper. But when I did, I fed the crows and ravens so frequently that they would recognize me as somebody who brings them food. Which is a lot of fun, but they would also, like, follow me around and scream at me, even if I didn't have anything to give them. But I tried to make sure that I always had something for them, though. I went to a Petco or whatever. Might have been something equivalent, not Petco specifically. And I bought African grey parrot food, which was pretty expensive. But it's like complete nutrition for a large bird. Considering crows and ravens will eat warm vomit off the concrete, I figured it would be a nice treat for them. 2 servings left. How long are you fresh for? 5 days still, so it's not even been that long. 3 days on those ones. Whoop. Getting super turned around. I've got inventory space. Probably gonna have to make another hammer. Head and crush these. 80 chunks. That one got me 77. I've still got some elsewhere. I thought. No. Aha! It's not a good amount. Getting more copper is definitely on my to-do list. Artist activity is calm, but I'm still going to do this in the house. Open a new tab. I've bookmarked it. Alright, if I'm making tins bronze with as little copper as possible, or not little, with as little tin as possible. So I'm going to need a stack and 74 of copper and then 18 tin. If I use more tin, still need a stack and 66. Probably worth it to just sacrifice the copper. If I can find it, copper is more abundant. Although that's if I can find it. For all I know, even though copper is more rare, I'll just stumble upon more tin. You know a bird that I like that a lot of people don't are geese. Geese get a pretty bad rap. And to be fair, they can smell fear and they're at least a tiny bit evil. But that's true of all birds. The only birds that aren't at least a tiny bit evil are simply not intelligent enough to be. Still very sweet creatures, but like tufted titmice. Super sweet birds. But that's because they lack the intelligence to be criminals. I don't know what I'm on about. I really am just sort of saying shit. Oh yeah, I was going to make a, 5. No, I only need a 3. Put these back. There we go, small trough. I also need to make hen boxes, which I forgot how to make. Hen box. Oh, it's one word. Not spelled like that. Hen boxes, just some grass and sticks. Alright. Or not sticks, planks. I'm a little bit tired. I'm probably going to make these hen boxes. Probably make some food for my hands. And then I'm going to call it. No knives. For my own health. I can't remember. What is knife again? Vetsi? I think Svetsi is Sweden. Svetsi. Not Sweden. Switzerland. I can't remember what Sweden is, though. I'm like, not Sweden. Which is the one with the army knife? Swiss. Venia. Yes, Vetsi is knife. Rotsi is Sweden. Alright. Which one is Suomi? Let's see here. Ranska is French. Saksa is Germany. Alright, have a good one. I will also be stopping soon. I just need to get my chickens set up for comfort. Three hen boxes should be enough. I can't remember how many hens I chased in there. Suomi is next to Spain. Alright. Out of curiosity, what's Portugal? Y'all got one for Portugal? I'm always kind of curious as to why languages have got their own words for their country, and then every other language has just got their word for it as well. Surely, in times of peace, if Finland was like, oh yeah, we're called Suomi, like, we could also call them Suomi. Maybe if, like, you're at war with somebody, you don't want to use their chosen name. But even that seems a little petty. Oh, sorry buddy, I didn't mean to punch you. You gotta be careful, because chickens have, like, 3 HP, and half of that is for show. Calm your tits, birds. At this point, I might as well just put a ladder down there, and then dig out the floor further. It might be easier for them if I do that. Alright, I need some kind of grain. Only 2 sunflower. Does this game not know how long sunflowers take to mature? Fucking only give me 2. Honestly, sunflower is a high-quality grain I should not be using on my birds. But they only deserve the best. But what do you mean this is like a one-off sort of special deal? I need at least 2 more grain. And if I can find another 2 sunflower. I should also find out what notifications I keep getting on my phone. It's almost always just spam, but what if it's important? It's probably not super important. Alright, I might have to settle for giving my birds something a little bit less fancy. Unless any of these are mature. Oh, one of them's mature. And I got 2 grain, which is exactly what I need. Fuck yeah. Alright, have a good one. I'll be going to bed as soon as I've fed my chickens. So you probably won't be missing too much. Unless you're really into animal husbandry and vintage story. Which is somebody who enjoys farming, cooking, and raising livestock. I am. But we can't all be so cool. I should set up a sink. Or not even a sink necessarily. I should set up like a puddle. Just something to get water from and quench my metals. Alright, 4 grain. Yoink. I don't know how much water I've got left. 2 liters of water. Not enough. Dump this out. Almost went towards the ocean like a dumbass. Salt water is good for many things. Making bread is not one of those. Although you have to salt the bread anyway, so surely using seawater would just kill two birds with one stone. But at some point I need to replant my rice. All of these chickens and goats that I've been capturing were eating my crops. Fuck, it's probably like raining and cold often enough that I could plant my shit without it dying to heat. That's a later thing though. For now, I gotta get this sink set up, make this bread for my chickens, feed my chickens, and then go to bed myself. Whoop, whoop. Alright. What is a good spot for my water? Here's probably good. I'm gonna have to move my fishing rod, but this has never been its official home anyway. I'll put it in here for now. Boom. Thank you, Beauty. It is very much poking through the wall or ceiling. There we go. Boop, boop, boom. Sunflower dough. I've never had sunflower dough. I don't know if that would be any good. I can't imagine it would be bad, though. Grab more firewood. It's probably overkill. But only the best for my chickens. Get this heating up. Excellent. Smack you in there. Grab a single ladder, if I can find them. There we go. That'll make sense very shortly. As soon as I've got the bread for my chickens. Interesting. The Swedish word for Sweden, or Sverige. There's no way that's how that's pronounced. As a non-Swedish word and predates the Swedish language by centuries. Nice, nice. But I wonder why "hi" is the word for shark in several different languages. It's not always spelled the same, but it's always pronounced the same. How many different languages were communicating to one another about sharks? Were sharks like a big issue back then? Is it like how Kartuk or whatever is such a common name for a river? Because people kept asking what something was called. Except that was the word for river. So there's a bunch of river just named River. In the ocean, probably. True, true. Although sharks are basically like puppy dogs. I don't know why anybody would be bothered by them. Unless they were hunting them for food, which is not very nice. If it's basically my bedtime pocket, it's probably way past yours. What are you doing up? Pop, pop. Pop, pop. I like how nobody's gotten on my case yet about effectively living in a hole on the side of a hill. Excellent. My bread. 2 minutes till 12. Is that with a 12-hour clock or a 24-hour clock? What is 12 o'clock? Alright. I'm going to grab my 16 food. Out of curiosity. Breadcrumb animal feed. I don't think I gotta craft that. If it's 1-to-1, there's no reason not to. Yes. I'm not gonna do it though. But that might be worth doing if I end up with just a bunch of breadcrumbs. Which I think the handbook does say is what it's for. Probably gonna make a bunch of breadcrumb animal feed. So I can feed both my chickens and my goats. But that sounds like a much later thing. What put that there. Alright, y'all. Just continue to avoid me. I mean you no harm. Could you not jump in front of me while I'm digging? Instead of just hiding in a corner, they're actively coming closer to me. Alright, there we go. Alright, look at that, y'all got food! Tennis and animal feed. Probably needs double to fill this. Oh no, that is the 1-to-1. That's a little bit overpowered. I'm surprised I've not seen anybody complain about that. I'm sure somebody has, I just haven't seen it. But I do have to go to bed, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'm going to just head back to my house. I'm probably going to screw around off camera between streams. Not tonight or today, since I need to go to bed. But I'm very likely going to not be in my house when I get back. Start streaming again. Wander off, as one does. But yeah. So, if you're hanging out, whether you're chatting or just lurking, I want you to know that you're appreciated. If you're watching this at some point in the future as a VOD and have somehow watched the entire thing, then you have the patience of a saint and are equally appreciated. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and fizzity farewell. Now one more, I don't actually have OBS.